Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm very happy to see you here. I want to talk some more about self-love and self-appreciation and self-acceptance again because I feel like I can talk about this forever, and I see a lot of examples of people around me who have issues with that. Like, some people come to my streams and they say that they're unlovable, that they're difficult, that they will never ever find anybody who would love them, or something like they created a profile somewhere on a dating app and people don't reply to them, for example, and they think that it's probably because they're boring and stuff like that. And I can see clearly where the problem is, and I want you guys to be able to see that too, because we all do this to ourselves. I still do it to myself, where I would talk to my boyfriend and I would look at myself in the mirror or look at my picture and say something like, my nose is too big. And he would say, no, it's not. And I would, stop and think and then say, yeah, no, it's not. Like, where did that come from? I thought that I worked through all the stuff already, and then I do this mistake again where I just criticize myself for no reason, and I don't really think that, but I guess some part of me somewhere deep inside still does, because I remember the times when I was a teenager and I really actually believed that my nose was too big. And I talk about this with people on stream and they say sometimes, oh, don't be ridiculous, like, I totally love myself. What are you talking about? I love myself even though I am overweight, or I love myself even though I know I'm boring, or I love myself even though I have, like, I don't know, big nose. And this is wrong. This is still not the self-love I'm talking about. Like, imagine, for example, a parent who would say to their kids, to their daughter or their son, that, okay, like, I love you even though you're overweight, or I love you even though you have a big nose. And I know for sure that there are people who have parents like this, who do that to them, exactly that. Like, I love you, baby, you are my daughter and you're amazing, but your thighs are too big, or something like that. And how do you feel as a child when your parents talk to you like that? Always remember that you have that inner child inside of you who wants support and wants love and wants appreciation, wants to be appreciated just as he is or she is. And you can't say things like that because you listen. You're the most important person in your world and you listen to this. You need to learn how to accept yourself and be oblivious. Just don't notice things that you think are wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect just the way you are. I promise you, seriously, I'm very serious about this. Say positive things about yourself. Notice things you love about yourself and talk about them. Concentrate on them. You don't have big nose. You don't have, like, you're not difficult. Nothing is wrong with you. Everything is fine. So this is the thing number one that I wanted to talk to you about. That if you say something like that, like, I love myself, but I still think that I'm boring, like, or I love myself even though I'm this and that. It's not love. It's not what we're aiming for. And the second thing I want to talk to you about is why it is crucial to actually love and accept yourself just fully and be your best cheerleader, be your best friend, and be your, craziest, the most loving fan. Is we think, like, when we are looking for a relationship, we think it works like this. We look for a relationship, we look for a person who will love us, even though we don't really love ourselves that much. We look for a person who will love us so much that we will be able to see ourselves through their eyes, and we will learn how to love ourselves and accept ourselves because they love and accept us. So we think this is how it's gonna work. We think that we will find somebody and they will show us that we're lovable and we will accept our flaws. And this is not how it works in real life. You probably have been in a situation like that at least once in your life. I know I have. In high school, I had a friend who thought her thighs were too big. And she was so convinced there was no way I could, convince her that she's fine. Because no matter what I say, she would still think like, yeah, but my thighs are too big. And it was like, she believed that. It was her universe, it was her reality. And I would say, no, you look fine, and she wouldn't believe me. And I'd say, like, I like you just the way you are, and you're amazing and perfect, and you make me feel good when I'm around you, and we're having fun together. And she would say, well, yeah, but still, my thighs are too big. And every time I would disagree with her, she would say, yeah, you just say that because you want to make me feel better, and that's it, but I know the truth. And the same happens in a relationship where you think that you're unlovable or boring or difficult or hard to love, and you see only that reality. And there's no way in the universe the person who loves you, can prove something different to you until you choose to believe otherwise. You can choose to believe otherwise right away, not waiting for your loved one to be annoyed by you and by the fact that you think so low about yourself. And I was listening to this podcast, I don't remember which one exactly, but the host was saying that he was in a very hard situation in business, and he was upset, and he called his wife and was saying something like, I don't know why I even started that, and I feel like such a loser, and nothing is working, and why I even bothered. And his wife was listening to him, and she listened, and then she said, I understand where it's coming from. I understand that you feel sad, but could you please never speak of my husband like that again? And he did not expect a reaction like this, but then he thought about it, and it made total sense. Because his wife said, if that was somebody else who would say these things about you, I would protect you. I would not tolerate that. But do you think that if you are you can say these things about yourself, and you hurt other people who love you because they just can't hear you say those things about you because they see they're not true? And which is even worse, you listen. What you say about yourself, that child within you listens, hears, and it hurts this child. And then we have the law of attraction, and we know how it works. You are literally the center of your universe. You create your own reality. And whatever you think, whatever you believe to be true about yourself, creates this point of attraction that attracts people and circumstances that mirror it back to you. Because what's on the inside creates what's on the outside. You need to remember that. When you believe, like when you love yourself and accept yourself and believe that you're lovable and incredible and funny and amazing, you create circumstances and you attract people in your life, in your universe, that think that mirror it back to you. When you think that you're unlovable and difficult and boring, you attract people who will say that you are boring and difficult and hard to love. And I recorded a whole video about this, about how it works. Go watch, I'll add it here. And so when you guys tell me that somebody didn't reply to you because they probably thought you were boring, I can see that that's right there is the problem. You will attract people who will think that you're boring as long as you think that you're boring. Your opinion about yourself is the problem. So if you want to build a healthy relationship with whoever, if you want to meet a friend or a life partner or a colleague, I don't know, if you want to build successful, healthy, respectful relationships with people, you need to first build this healthy and happy and respectful and loving relationship with yourself. It all starts with yourself. And for other people to notice how cute and sweet and incredible you are, you need to know that for sure, that you are sweet and incredible and amazing. Trust me, I've seen it work. I've tried it on myself. I've tested it on myself. The second you change your belief about yourself, the moment you actually believe that you are funny and incredible and amazing, and the moment you start supporting yourself no matter what, and accepting yourself just as you are, your relationship with people around you change. People who don't like the new you, they will just leave. the people who love you anyway, they will be happy to see this positive transformation within you. How to love yourself. First of all, stop noticing things that you don't love. Or if you can't not notice them, learn how to love them. You can start with mirror work. I have a separate video about this, and go watch that one. And also write down the list of like at least 50 qualities you love about yourself and use them as your affirmation. Start every sentence like, I am worthy of love and appreciation because, and those 50, at least 50 qualities you love about yourself, because it will be easy for you to believe, because it's true. You know already that it's true. You already love those things about you. Stop self-depriving jokes. They're not cool. They never were. And it's like, this is so strange to hear people say something like, oh my God, I hate myself. Or, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Don't do that to yourself. Nobody finds it funny. And people who do, don't talk to them ever. Learn how to love yourself inside and outside. Appreciate everything. Learn how to love your amazing nose. Learn how to love your amazing thighs. Learn how to love your incredible sense of humor. Even if you're the only person who laughs at your own jokes, I find those people adorable. I sometimes am that person who jokes and then laughs and then nobody else laughs, but I still think that I'm hilarious. Who cares? You are you. You were born to be you. Accept yourself. You're good enough. You're beautiful enough. You're worthy of love and appreciation, of your own love and appreciation and acceptance and support, and of everybody else's support and love and appreciation. You're beautiful enough. You're worthy enough. You're funny enough. You're interesting enough. You're just enough. You need to believe that. Become your best friend. Make that voice inside your head your best friend, the parent you've always wanted, supportive and appreciative and loving everything about you and accepting everything about you. And from that point, when you build amazing relationship with yourself, you will be able to build a healthy, amazing relationship with other people, and don't tolerate people who don't want to have respectful and loving relationship with you, because you will know your worth. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for today. I will see you in my next video. Have a lovely day.